Morning, Dowse.
Morning, David.
Starting off with Barrow. I think we don't need to talk about it in great detail, but it was a very entertaining game, arguably the most entertaining game so far this season. Again, if you're an independent viewer, you might say either side could have won, and we did.
I thought Barrow were good, to be honest. I thought they were very good. We dug in, put the bodies on the lane. I was pleased. The battling qualities have been fantastic, and the team really has. But we're playing against some of these teams who I know aren't bad, and stuff. And Barrow's being one of them. They're not going to stay down the bottom. And I can tell you that for nothing. I think they're a good, strong side. They passed the ball well. We batted round well. We competed very well and managed to scrape through it. But it was definitely scraping through it. It wasn't like a comfortable win. I never felt comfortable at one time and all that, So just like we're having in most of the games, really. But another good side, another strong side, and the Premier League players there, manager. So we're coming against these clubs all the time. So I was pleased to win the game, really, without going overboard on it, without thinking how great we are and things like that. We conceded 2 worst goals ever. If you score 3 goals at home, you've got to win games comfortably. You've got to. If you score 2, you should in this league. It's a demanding league. It is. But the biggest disappointment was the goals we conceded, because again, we've got the best defensive record in the league. We have, and deserve that. And that's good defending, playing a 3 or playing a 4. But I always thought the goals we're conceding, if you think about every single one of them, to be honest, we could have done something about. And there's been 2 or 3 mistakes, just like the other night. It was always going to catch up on me, and I thought it caught up on me the other night. By between the boxes, excellent. Batting quality is brilliant. Defensively, great. Midfield, fantastic. Forward line looking strong and quick and sharp. But it's the mistakes which cost you, and that's nothing to do with shape or on the training ground, or it's nothing to do with. It's just the individual mistakes which cost us in the last 3 goals. It cost us very much. It didn't cost us Saturday, but it cost us on Tuesday. Yeah. So just little things, little minor things. Let's get them out of the way. The least mistakes you get as a player, especially as a defender, the higher you go. I get these ones where he's great on the ball and he passes it well and he hits it for 40 yards. But it's the mistakes what cost you as a defender, and that's what's cost us. And from your goalkeeper and defenders, a bit who have done very well, but I just think there's been too many mistakes. So we just got to cut them. If we want to keep progressing, we've got to cut the mistakes out.
Right. We obviously in these interviews don't talk about referees because we don't want to get into trouble with the league or anybody else.
Exactly.
But there was a moment in that game where I think if you watch the video now, I can't imagine many people would contend that Kane Ferdinand dived in the penalty area. And of course, it's
Tuesday.
It's compounded by the fact that was his 5th booking, and it meant he missed a game.
I know. I wish I could see what I wanted to see, but you kind of. I know, but it kills you, and that's why Tuesday night's performance was unbelievable by the players, absolutely incredible by the players, because we had him in it within 7 minutes. Sean Dollins off. Kane will come back in the team on Saturday, of course he will, and he's been great for us. But to get done like that, I know you can't get retakes a yellow and you can't appeal a yellow, but surely something like that you got to, or surely the referee should get a yellow, shouldn't he? If he makes decisions like that, because that's a bad decision to make. 1, it cost us a penalty at a time, which was a penalty. 2, it's got done for diving, which has cost us another player in a game where we've got players injured anyway, to be fair, and out of the team. So the referee cost us very much. That's what I can say. We won the game, but it wasn't any thanks to him, to be honest.
But let's move on from that. The fact that Kane missed out on Tuesday meant that Godfrey at last got a chance.
Brilliant, wasn't he?
Which he took with both feet.
Oh, I'll tell you. Oh no, he's a good old honest lad, which that's what I was signing him for. And I said everybody's been unlucky not to be in the team. I thought the midfield 3 were better with him in it, to be honest, because he's ratting around he does. Because I didn't think the midfield played that well on Saturday, to be honest. I was looking to get him in the team anyway, and he will stay in the team no matter what. Sean could be out and all that, but he's and Nathan come on done a good job now. But he got an energy about him in the old-fashioned tackle and the old-fashioned winning the ball. You just got to make sure it doesn't go overboard and goes wrong, because we'll end up with 10 men. But you've got to admire his determination. You've got to admire his will to win. He's a great lad. He's been doing all the right things and all that in the training ground. I've been dying to get him back in the team. And whatever happens, even if Fernand, Sean and all that, he will play Saturday. Whatever happens, he'll play. I'm telling you that now, because I can't leave him out twice. He got man of the match the last time. Yeah. I got Edstad in, but them midfield 3 are very, very good players who, have done okay on Saturday and just do okay the other night. Really, I thought Puka was the best out of the lot. I'm being honest. So it's we need better. We need better in it. We need them being the midfield players, good lads, or midfield 5 done very well. But I just felt against a strong team in Torquay, Nathan's come on and done a good job. I just thought Saturday we weren't so good in there, to be honest. I really did. So he made a hell of a difference.
Yeah, I interviewed him after the game as man of the match, as you know, and I said to him, I thought after 10 minutes he'd got man of the match sewn up for the 2 tackles he put in.
Brilliant, wasn't it?
That were
That's how I played the game and made a living out of the game, just by doing what he does there. As long as he does it in the rules and does it well, he'd be fine. But I was delighted about Tuesday night, you know, because it's another contender, another team of things that win the championship, another team with good resources and stuff like that, and we're going to go strength by strength. So I was delighted about that. What a good banter at the end with him, a good manager. He's like, saying, oh yeah, well, you know, we're 10 points behind you last season. And I'm saying, well, we haven't beat you yet. You know, like, you know, and I think my back manager will be happy on theirs, to be honest. You know, because with us getting promotion, we made 350 grand along the way as well. That's the way I look at it. So, but again, it'd be nice. It was a great game of football. I thought it was a good game of football. I thought the draw was probably a fair result, to be honest. Outright, it was a great game of football against 2 good sides competing. I thought our fans, it's the best, the worst since I've had the job, and they've been brilliant. They've been absolutely brilliant. But the connection I want to try to get with supporters, I always say to players, if you give everything, these people will back you. I'm telling you that now, supporters back people who give everything. So even when you scored and you're not singing anymore, our fans went up again, another notch, to realise, and that was to realise the players saying, listen, I'm with you here, and all that, you know, because in the past here, or anywhere else in football grounds, when you concede a goal, it can be flat. Our fans, that side went up, that started singing again, and I thought we were saying, listen, we're with you here, you know where we are, let's try to win the game again, instead of having this pressure when you're 1-1 or something goes against you, we're down this, and oh, come on, working or whatever. I thought our fans were different class. I've got to admit, and I think the players thought that as well, because they're not daft, they hear the roar. It's not often you get a big cheer and a big come on when you concede a goal, and that's exactly what happened. It's the first time in 18 months that's happened, or whatever, how long I've been in the job, and I thought that's a connection you want to get between the player and the supporter, where the supporter has a bloke from the street who pays all their money to come and say, well, what do you want to see from a team's battling qualities to start with? You know, if they see that, we will grow into what we're trying to do, because I love battling qualities. So the lads are showing that, to be honest. So credit the lads for getting that, who've been excellent, and credit the supporters, you know, for helping get through the lane, because I thought we were brilliant.
Yeah, I've actually got that written down here, but you've answered that question already.
So it must have went round. You must be saw the same thing I did.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the noise went up another notch to say, come on again, and that's great. That's fantastic. And you don't get that many clubs. You don't get that many clubs where you concede, you go down, the crowd come up and be with you. We'll do it here if we give them 100% effort all the time.
And it was a decent sized crowd as well.
Brilliant crowd, wasn't it? Really good, you know what I mean?
And 2,500, but I mean, credit to Torquay fans who came on the journey, Tuesday night, etc. There was 250 something of them, which is great, but that means we had well over 2,000.
Which is fantastic. Torquay's a good club and good fans, but I was unique, absolutely brilliant, coming in numbers, and I gather quite a lot of season tickets didn't come on the day or whatever, and so that's great. We've got to have belief in the team, because nobody else has outside our 4 walls ever.
No.
You look on the TV one on Saturday while we were on BT or whatever it is, and you look and you're thinking, the first time we was on there, we got the scores wrong when they said we're 2-1 down against or Flayed or whatever it was, we're 2-1 down. We got that wrong. They said the team from Berkshire, something, didn't it? Berkshire, something like that. Berkshire, something. Said the team from there, and all that. You know, we're not here to watch us. We would have thought that would have been Hartley up there, us down there. 3 points. No, it's a fluke how it's ended up us being where we are, and Hartley on a great run of form at the minute, and a very good football club. But they'll not be there. They'll not know who I am. I don't think, and I'll still have Marks and Spencer's carrier bag with me boots in it, and all that, you know. And and we will walk from the hotel to the ground, because we're not going to pay a couple of quid taxis. I think it's a waste of money. So we'll do things the working way, the family way, and things like that. But I don't think they'll know who Craig Hignett is, because of the great career he has. So they'll not know who I am, and they'll not know much of me players. But it's a great, and I'm more bothered about being on telly. Not bothered at all about that, to be honest, but the supporters can watch it from our clubhouse, and I think that's nice. So we're taking 50-60 people there, which is great. But if our supporters can watch us, hopefully it'll be for the lads to say, listen, the supporters watching with 300 miles away here, can we do something for them? You know, so the rest of the stuff for TV stuff, and that didn't bother me at all. I'm just not bothered about it at all.
No, fair enough. One or two more things about the Torquay game before we move on.
Sure. Yeah.
I was here very early, as you know, and there was an awful lot of water went on the pitch.
Yeah.
Very early on. Was that your decision?
Yeah, I was going to do it because I wanted to try to get at them quickly.
Right.
There's no good us being working and sitting behind the ball. We've got to get at teams and get the ball in quickly in the front and get around people. We wanted to have wingers one-on-one. Tabik one-on-one of right back we did. So the best way to do is get a bit of sip on it, and all the rest of it, and getting the ball first half worked very well. second half of right back got tight on him, and all that Ben Winter got tight on him.
Yeah.
And but that was the plan, to get up the full backs and try to get the ball in up there early, but we're only going to do a bit of fizz on it, and all that, instead of the ball dropping and staying, we want to try to move a bit. We believe we can do that, with Edstad being a team who likes to pass the ball, top here, who's been unique for her. Heidi likes to keep it, so it's just little things like that. Colin, who's been brilliant for her, said, "Do you want some on it?" I said, "Yes, we could." Just puts an extra sip in it,
Right. And you had possibly maybe for the second time this season, because every week you've had to decide on Godfrey and whether he gets in the 11 or not. You had to make a similar decision with regards to the defence, and you chose to leave Manny on the bench.
You did, Manny's done great for us as well. You make decisions, you think about it a lot. I'm a thinker, to be honest, deep down. I play the game with computers and all that quite well, but I do think a lot about the game. You had Musa De Harva had a hamstring, as you know. Ben Gavin had a 50-50 fitness test, and Manny Parry. And I just thought we'd concede a few daft goals, not down to Manny or whatever. We're going to change 1 or 2. I was going to change 2, to be honest, but I only changed to 1. If I start with Manny, all that, and stuff like that, and De Harva went, and all of a sudden Ben Gavin goes, and when we've got another centre half, we're trying to fit in horses of course with Nathan or whatever. And so if you play, again, the 2 injured ones, and one, if you like, and one of them can come off there, you can adapt straight away. So that's what I was thinking about, just knowing, and get through the game. Gavin and Musa done very well. And all, Manny was quite unlucky to get left out, but I thought he was looking a bit tired, same as Cook, to be honest. But I stuck with Cook, and all that, it ended up being great because they got through the game well, and obviously with the injury, it was easy for putting Nathan into, So it's just, we've left a couple of people out who get disappointed. We left Heidi out, who come back strong. Tariq we left out, who's come back strong. I thought Edsa looked tired overnight, to be honest, but he's a young lad who should be able to come back again, to be honest, because he's done well for her. Torps has been a revelation. Energy galore, playing him up front or out wide, and scored a great goal the other night. So it's just like, Kane's had a bit of a breather now. When Casey's time will come, he needs a breather. It's very demanding to play all them games in a week, and I'm the first one to say, listen, you get all this time off, but 8 games in a month, very demanding on the lads, being part-time and doing that. So I'm well aware that, even though I don't give them any slack, but I'm well aware of how many minutes they have put in. It was just a decision. Will it change on Saturday? Something will change. We'll go as a free or whatever. Something will change somewhere. Will Manny get back in? If he doesn't Saturday, he will next week. Manny hasn't been dropped. It was just the same as if we get Cook or Edsa Brever, whenever we do, or Casey. They're not really dropped. It's just that we have got a small squad with Max of training last night, so he should come into it. Great trainer well again last night. He should come into it. So Gray hasn't been fit, and Max hasn't been fit. And also, Musa being injured, and Ben Gavin and 50-50, it does get the squad very shallow for us. So Sean limping off after 8 minutes. So that's why I was more pleased about the other night than I was about all season. To be honest, I thought that game was the best game I enjoyed, if you like. Now, I mostly enjoy winning games, but the other ones I thought against Bava, we were sloppy as you like. And on this one, I thought it was a really proper game of football against another side. Like, we've played a lot now where it's pointless us going to see how great we're doing, because everybody we've played, everybody says it's been their worst performance of the season. Everybody. And so we're not going any pressure at all against on cameras against Hartlepool. Are a very, very good side. Once fair and spin, we'll expect to be around the top 2 or 3. We'll not. And so let's have another crack at them. No pressure at all.
And I listened to your post-match talk out on the pitch.
Oh, did you?
At the end.
You've been busy, David.
I was trying to make sure Godfrey knew where he had to go.
All right, okay, got you. Okay, all right. We've got a mule in the camp. We've got another mule in the camp. Mark, who's looking around. Yes, David. Yeah. And was I a bit agitated? Was I?
No, not agitated. You came across to me as being absolutely gutted that we didn't win the game. Yeah. You said over and over that you were praising the performance overall. Yeah. But you were absolutely horrified by the one goal that we let in. Just that one moment. Yeah, 2 points gone. Gone.
One moment, one mistake.
Yeah.
I thought I would have to go in the training ground and do the same thing, same mistakes. The lads were excellent last night. They get the message, because you come over there and it's not one of them saying, oh yeah, we're doing well, we're having a crack at each other ourselves and we're and all that, But if you look from, I can go from Chesterfield, I can go to Fayre, I can go to Blinking, Badwell, I can go to last night. I always knew my mind were winning games. I always knew that a side like ours can't make mistakes like that. We can get done by 25 worldly, we can get done by a referee decision, we can get done by an own goal, we can get done by a great ball in the great. We haven't conceded one goal like that. Everyone's been a mistake by one of my back 4 goalkeeper, midfield player, centre forward. Everyone's been a mistake. We've got to stop making mistakes. Okay, we've got a team out where what's right. The players have been unique. The players have been brilliant. The keeper has been outstanding. Rossi, the back 4. But the individual mistakes, what cost him everybody makes mistakes. Not 6 or 7 goals we conceded like that we're doing. With 2 against Barrow, you wouldn't show the kids that. You'd be honest, like, and stuff like that. The one the other night to concede by that lad hitting the ball in the first half, brilliant. That's a good player.
Yeah.
Not the goals we're conceding. That's what I'm getting at. So if we're going to get the standards up, and we're going to progress as a football club or stay in the league or do whatever we need to do. We're not going to do it by doing our individual mistakes and hands on hips and never mind the goals again. So I want that cut out, and I made that plain. Obviously, in me talk, I want that cut out. Performance, attitude, players, unbelievable, absolutely incredible. I've got that, mistakes. You can't be a defender and make mistakes like that if you want to progress. Defenders, the highest they go, are the ones to make the least mistakes.
Yeah, of course. Okay, let's move on. You've renewed Ibrahim Meite's loan.
Yeah.
Is that for another month?
Another month, yeah. And we'll decide from there. It gives another option, which you come on Saturday and gives a pace over the top, where Heidi gives a hold up play and gives some goals as well, obviously. And and so he gives them a bit more pace up there to get them behind teams. We maybe should have done it a bit earlier that night, to be honest, when we're timing a bit. That's something we had to think of on the bench, to be honest, for Saturday's game. So I'm pleased to get him and all that, and so I'm pleased to keep him on the line.
Right. Jack Skinner is still at Leatherhead?
Leatherhead, yeah.
How's he doing? Do you
all
know?
right.
Yeah.
I just think all right.
Okay.
He's a very honest lad, Jack. A nice kid. I said to him last night, how you doing? He's in second bottom of the league or bottom of the league, not doing so well. But Gary's doing all right. Same as Felix is our former.
Right.
Doing okay by all accounts, But we have got to play men's football to do better than okay. And
Yeah.
That's what they're out for. So I think they're just doing okay.
And I remember talking to you a couple of weeks ago, and you said, when you told me about Jake Gray coming in, I think you said then that he wasn't really match fit.
No.
How close is he
He's
now?
getting very close. He's been in the squad tomorrow, very close. Martin's been doing some extra runs with him. He's been training very well. I think we're talking on Monday about extending his time here as well. If you like, he's a good player. We've got a friendly on the 21st July, 21st
September.
That's the one, David. 21st of September against Millwall down here. It's a game against under 23s or Stroop. So people like that can come in there and prove a point. Should be in the team. The lads who I just mentioned, the Housey's trying to get in. He's close. Nathan Collier, without being out the squad, tactical to coming in and having a good game. And Nathan, all right, Hodgie's trying to get in now, trying to fit him out where to get in. At the minute, everything we're doing is right. But there'll become a time when it's not right. There'll become a time to say, why is Hodgie not in the team? He's not blah blah. I'm well aware of that. At the minute, we're picking the right team. We are, and we're picking the right formation, and we're picking the right subs. At this minute, we are making right decisions. Okay, but once that time comes, that's when you lose games. You have to make different decisions. So you've got to be patient.
Yeah. And what will Jake Gray bring that you don't have already?
The big quality we're big, because I think we've got with Sean and Kane and Puku, we've got a bit of that now in there, which we never had last season, to be honest. We're a bit the 5, if you like, if you want to there, or the number 10. We never had I was concerned about with physical strength. Just like I keep on bringing up, winning 2 of the last 10 games. I wasn't daft what we need to get more, and that's why Puka was one of my first signings. So we need the people like Ed Stanall who can get the ball and play and pass it and move it to give the wingers and the centre forwards a chance. So he will add a bit more ability in there, to be honest, to get the ball and pass it. And that's what I think he'll add. Because we have got Sean who can compete well. Kane likes to compete. Puka does. Edsa likes to play. We just need another one who likes to play in there. I think that's why you bring the team. And you'll push Edsa for his players now, I imagine,
Right. And speaking of Toby Edsa, what's the position with him and his...
It runs out
loan
tomorrow, but we are working on it today to get extended. He's happy, we're very happy with him, and he's happy with us. Nothing for us are happy, so it's just getting the paperwork done. That's what I believe, unless anything changes and all that. He had his quietest game the other night, to be honest, Toby. And he's still ratting around. He's done unbelievable for you. He won the game for a moment of brilliance down at Dover. Not many people on that pitch could have done for him. So we're delighted with him. He's very much part of the furniture here. We've got to try to keep getting the best out of him, so we don't want his standard to come down like it was the other night. I thought he was just done bang average the other night. Apart from that, he's done very, very well. But if we believe he'll be a professional footballer. That's what I believe he will be. The more games he gets at our level, the better, because it is a step up a league from what he's used to playing to, because he's only played at Conference South. I believe he can get in the Football League, me, personally. And, whoever he can do it here. But the bottom line is, we would be delighted to keep him, and we just got to make sure his standards stay up, and stuff.
And you're hoping that the loan period will be a bit longer?
Yeah. We decide the clubs. We don't decide that. It's got to be Nottingham Forest call. I would like to do it till January. I think he would as well. If Forest agree, brilliant, happy days. I'll be delighted about that, and delighted to keep him. Forest have always been very good with it. Toby's a local kid, who wants to make a living in the game. Hopefully, we can help him make that living in the game. He's got to be. I keep saying to him, he's got to be the best player week in, week out here to do that and all that. Not just be on par like he was the other night. He's got to be better than that, like he was against Dover. That's and he can't say, well, I didn't get the ball, I didn't get this, because he did. So it was down to his performance, to be honest. So if he can get better, which we believe he can, he's a tremendous talent. So we'd be delighted to keep him.
Right. Okay, you said to me a little while ago that, excuse me, these interviews are making us famous in Newcastle.
Aye.
Well, they're beginning to make us famous in Surrey now as well.
Is that right?
Clive Hilton has written an item
No.
which is on Get Surrey rather than in the paper. And it says here, in his always entertaining and informative weekly catch-up
There you go.
with David Holmes. So
Well,
I
I don't know how you get a mention. I really do. Dan, you ask the questions, because I think he brings it down. I think we would get more mentions around the country if it was him asking questions. That's what I think. No, but Clive's a good lad, Clive, isn't he? Good lad.
Absolutely.
Clive,
He says that you said you obviously spoke to him at some point. You weren't even looking at the league table or talking about the fact they were top, nor were the players. The reason I said that is because I wanted to ask the next question, which is, managers very often say that they'll look at the league table after 10 games and they won't even look at it before that. Well, tomorrow is the 10th game, isn't it? So,
Aye.
will you start looking at the league table after tomorrow?
Man, it's just talk rubbish, doing the ball, talk crap, doing and stuff. Yeah. Do I know where we are in the league? Yes, I do. Do I know after Hartley through the next 3 games? No, I don't. Have a look on that board. I know we've got Ipswich here next week. I don't go too far ahead. I've got every report we need on Hartlepool. We've got Liam Davis, who goes out scouting for us as well, and Ian, who looks at all the videos. Tables, I just think you've got to win games of football there. So when we had the bit of a blip last season, I didn't look at the table at all, because I knew that would be pointless looking at it if I wasn't going to win games again. So yes, I do, because you see it, don't you? Working top of the league, second top, whatever you are, joint top. That, but not something I get carried away with. If it's in a paper and a non-league paper, of course, work with top and all that. Or if it's in a local paper, you say, so you're not that way you are, but it's not something I'll be on my phone and saying, oh, well, how many points were we in? How many points were this? How many points are... I didn't bother, it probably gets shoved down your face all the time. So before Saturday's game, I imagine we'll be second or third top in the league, and say to me, so I'm not going to deny where we are, but looking at the tables, not really, because it's pointless looking at them if you don't give them games. If we win the next 3 games, it could be top. But you're not going to unless you win the games, to be honest. I'm here as a football manager to try to win games for football. Like, my name will not get whacked about. I don't want to be honest, because I want to be successful here. But the only way I'm going to do is if I can't get 3 points. You see, it's the only thing I've ever, all my career, I've always ever went on. I keep jumping into the staff, the players, everybody else. The only thing what matters is getting 3 points. So looking at tables, you will look at them, but getting excited about them, get them on your phones and whatever you can do. No, I don't look at them at all.
Okay, well, talking of points, there's a cliche stroke saying which goes, points win prizes.
Have you been practicing that one, David?
No, I just thought of it because you were going on about points.
Yes, David.
Anyway,
yes. Points make prizes. Good lad.
The point is...
The point is...
In mentioning that, you've won a prize.
So Mark, come over here, sunshine. This is Malcolm, our kit man. With his hair cut, but I think you've already seen that. It's good, Mark, isn't it?
Getting back.
Are you going to grow it back?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
This is the award here, Manager of the Month. I didn't believe in him, David, to be honest. I think I give you the last one.
You did.
Because if you get a Manager of the Month award, it's everybody. The players get it, and I think Ben Gavin got players, and he deserves that as well. But he'd be the first one. I admit he wouldn't have got it if it wasn't for his goalkeeper back 4 team. Manager of the Month. He should have Team of the Month. He should have Manager of the Month and all that. But I got it, which I appreciate. Thanks very much, everybody, and the staff, me, Ian and Martin, Matt, and all the rest of it, and the officials, appreciate. But I had a meeting with the players last night. I said, listen, I'm not into awards. What do you think and all that? Who should this award go to? Because it's got to be a club thing and all that, And they said, Malcolm, he cleans the boots for him. He does all the kit for her. He does everything you ask him. He even helps people move houses every now and again. He took me on holiday at the airport, me and the family there and back and all that, He cleans all the players' boots. He does. Him and Paul and Phil do an unbelievable job. So on behalf of all the players, Malcolm and myself and the staff, we would like to send this trophy to you. I hope you keep it up in your room and something you find much you deserve.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good lad. Plus, you've got to get your hair cut as well for that as well. You've got to get your hair cut like me. But that's on, man. It's a box here, I know, Mark. Okay, so that's off all the staff, the players, and all the work you've done for us, which we do massively appreciate.
Thank you very much. And thank the players as well.
No problem. Yeah, love you, Mark. All the players love you. And like you say, all the work he does for us is beyond what he should be doing. And like you say, he's got a great team, haven't you, and all with Paul and Phil. Busy Phil's been on it, and Blackie doesn't make Phil. Flicking Phil Mahler's been there trying to work league way and trying to get free tickets for games, trying to do all the things in and all that, as well. But no, Martin's a good friend of mine, and he's done great for us, so we're delighted to hire him. Not for me, that's not for me, reward. I don't believe in him, but I do believe it's for the club. So that'll be enough.
And you have mentioned it already, but I think we should say yet again, congratulations to Ben Gehring on getting the Panorama Player of the Month. I mean, I can't remember a time when the manager and player have cleaned up both the awards in the same month.
And that not get our Twitter, will it? You know what I mean? So, well done, old Ben. Well done, old Ben. And all. You know, I had him on, honestly, he's the most easiest bloke to wind up in the world, isn't he? He's honestly the most easiest bloke in the world to wind up. I had him on one yesterday and all, like, you know, and stuff like that, and there's him and they are and all that in the room, and honestly, he's bit on it massively as well. So he's very easy. But well done, Ben. He's been a revelation this season. He's been excellent. He's been turned. He's been real. He's been proper. He's done brilliant. But all you youngsters out there, you don't have to be gifted to win trophies. If you head it on stick and you're 6'9" and you can kick it into the stand, you can win a trophy. So that's good for Ben to put that point across. So if you want to be a donkey on the school playground, don't be scared of being a donkey. You can still win a prize. Well done, Ben.
What can I say? The next few of these interviews will be conducted by Ian Nicholson because I'm going on holiday.
Where are you going there? Way off?
I'm going to Canada and California.
Where are you? How long for?
For 2.5 weeks.
Correct. So we'll book you in the private by the time you get back, won't we? But at least all them viewers out there, we will be able to hear Ian. We will be able to get better interviews done. I do think Clive said about the interviews are nice and all that, you know, but I do think it'll be better if David Holmes is interviewing me, to be honest. So, good lad, David. Enjoy yourself.
I look forward to seeing them. Thank you very much.